Papers ready, questions are on. It's Q&A time. How do you think of that? You like that? Not as good as Adventure Time, but it's not as good as Adventure Time. Anyways, yeah, we got here a new bunch of series of questions that people were it just kept them up at night. You know, they weren't going to the jobs anymore, they weren't going to school or anything because their mind has to be at rest. We gotta help these guys out. You want to help me help them out? You help me help them, help you, help. Anyways, alright, first question is from Anonymous. And they ask, okay, dumb question, and you don't have to answer. I'm going to anyway. But who is your favorite character from the Mario games? That's going to have to be Luigi. Luigi has always been my favorite, because being born in '83, you figure I've lived through like all the console generations, and those that are coming up right now, which is scary. So, you know, out of all the Mario games, which there is a lot, you know there's a lot, Luigi has always been my favorite because he was the second player. Number 2 is my favorite number. I was always playing as the second player, so underdog, Luigi, my man. Alright, next question. Just a little nerd, aren't we all? They asked, for the Q&A, what's it like living in the shoes of Mama Fuboo? What do you do every day? Weekdays or weekends? Because on the weekdays, the girls got to school, so I gotta get them up bright and early, make sure they get to school on time. Then I got at least like 2 hours of free time, and I usually do that to get some work done. As for the weekends, I just mainly chase the kids around, make sure they don't kill each other. And when I do have like the will to live, I do start getting my work done and stuff like that. So I don't know. Not much of a schedule, I know, but that's keeps things interesting, keeps things fresh. Right, Life of a Potted Plant asked, for the Q&A, any opinions on the new Resident Evil? At this point, it's better than Resident Evil 6. At this point, we cannot be picky at this moment because it actually looks pretty good. I am going to give it a bit of a chance. From what I've been told, it's the same premise of what they wanted to do for Resident Evil 4, which is a good game. So maybe they're just going back to what they wanted to do, what they wanted to experiment on after the abysmal recent Resident Evil games. So I support it, and hopefully it does well. We need some good horror games. I can only play Outlast so many times. Let's see. Next question is from Silent Again. For the Q&A, and I don't know if this was answered before, but what got you into the horror genre of video games? Or the movies too? No movies for me, okay? The movies, you just kind of sit there and just watch everything. As for the games, you actually control your environment and what's going on, and it's a lot more immersive. You actually get a lot more involved in, you know, what was going on and stuff like that. So, games for me, not so much movies. But, I did answer this before in the not Resident Evil, in the Cheshire Cat Studios podcast, Horror is Like Sex. I still stand by that. And I explained it there because when my whole love for the horror genre started out from a video game called Illbleed for the Dreamcast. I still love it. It's still my console, even though I'm wearing like freaking this shirt. I got it on sale. It was the only small they had too, so. But yeah, for some odd reason the Illbleed game just made me so curious about what all the other, you know, horror games had. And luckily around that time, the Silent Hill series was going on, so I decided to check that out, and I was just hooked. Hooked for life. Horror games forever. So there you go. Alright, next question from Miles from Miles Wildrider Upspur. I read that all in one name. That was not good. Nice name, by the way. See, they asked, for the Q&A, when will you do another how to draw video? I got some commissions to do first, and then when I get those out of the way, when I actually have some free time, I will try and do another Let's Draw video. I did get a lot of not recommendations, but a lot of suggestions of what to draw next, so I'm just gonna pick one of them and get that done. So there you go. Soon. I gotta get all my work done first. Let's see. Next question is from Chrissy Redgrave. Now, just to let you know, these last few questions, I gotta get into the camera here. These last two questions are a little serious, so please pardon if I get all... Yeah. So, see, Chrissy Redgrave asks, I'm going to start college and I'm afraid of being pulled into the feminist movement. We all know that feeling. I am for equality, but I'm afraid that my classmates might force me into the movement. What should I do? Stand your ground, alright? Just because you're up for equality and just because you've got freaking uterus, that doesn't mean you should suddenly be categorized as one of the most scarce groups in society right now, okay? The feminist movement, it had good intentions at first, but then just the radical ideas of man-hating just got so corrupt over it. And it totally destroyed the purpose of what feminism is actually all about. So, if your friends respect your views, then they'll take no for an answer and get off of your back about it as you go about your own beliefs. Alright, so the next question is not on paper, but it's actually on the computer here, and I got it on Skype. I'm talking with the Purple Ponytail right now. We all know him. And this is the man asking me a question. It's a personal question, so I will go ahead and read that and do my best to answer. I'm so thirsty today. And they asked, so, Mama Fuboo, how would you suggest that I make myself feel better? If I'm going through a pretty hard emotional low, like depression, grabbing me by the throat and throttling me until the simplest joys seem meaningless. I don't want to let my friends know about it anymore, because I'm pretty sure they're sick of it. And I miss them too much to leave them alone or distance myself too much. What would you suggest I try doing so as to evaluate this feeling? I can't read anymore. Alright, so this is actually a really tough question. I get this question quite a bit, but I actually got a family member of mine who has hit so rock bottom lately, and it's just painful to watch because you feel just useless, you know, because you know there's like nothing you can do to cheer them up. So you gotta give them their space and just let them sort through things themselves. But if in your situation, if there's no one else around, you know, you got all your space, you got all this time, but it's still hitting you at an all-time low. Everything you love to do, it's not doing anything for you. Then I would suggest trying something new. Okay, not sound like big or elaborate like skydiving. Don't jump out of a plane, please don't. I have a big enough fear of planes as it is. But anyways, try doing something different. Try distracting yourself in some way. Maybe just one night, just go on a night drive or something. Just try it. You have to sort things out yourself in your mind. But at the same time, you can't really focus too much on it, or otherwise it'll get worse. So I would suggest trying something new, because obviously everything else that you used to do is not working anymore. So you gotta try something else. I really do hope you start feeling better though, okay? Mommy Fuboo loves you. Gosh, I hope that was alright. That's all the questions for today. As you notice, I actually have a cut in the video. Yay! Well, that's mainly because the kids came in and wanted to ask something of me, so I had to cut that out. You don't want to hear me be a mom. Ugh. No, moms are the worst. Of course, we all know I'm the worst. Anyways, yeah, that's it for the Q&A. If you guys want to ask more questions, head to my Tumblr, throw something in the inbox, or ask questions down below in the comment section. Like, comments, don't subscribe. I'm still saying that. I know, it's kind of fun to say, you know, because everyone's like, comment, subscribe, it helps. I'm like, don't help me. This is not worth helping. This channel, it's nothing. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully, and hey, you guys have a good day, alright? Stay hydrated.